little terrifying. Hi friends, good morning. Well, it's still good morning. It's about 1:45 but we had a bit of a slow day, which was lovely. We're gonna head into town and then take a touristy tour of London, Westminster, all of that, so we'll actually hear more of the interesting stuff. Time to be a tourist! Yeah! We're in Covent Gardens, which is pretty cool. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would say.
I think we're just looking around. Might get a snack later, but I'm wearing crazy pants today. We're getting milkshakes or coffee for lunch at Shake Shack.
Why not?
This looks like a great lunch. What do you have?
It's called the Union Shack, I think. It's chocolate, more chocolate, hazelnut,
Mama's got
chocolate, peanut butter sauce, hot fudge sauce, and chocolate toffee. When you're an adult, you can have ice cream for lunch.
So this is the scarf that I got. It's got elephants on it. That makes me happy. Right, I think we're off to our tour.
Incredible. And sometimes there are in fact free performances. All you have to do is go in and grab yourself a program and see what's happening.
Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. I tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife.
Trafalgar Square, the centre. And I say the centre, or the heart, because it really, really is. You know why? You take your eyes over, maybe in the distance you can see an equestrian statue. You do not get much more central London than that statue right there. If all four legs of the horse are touching the ground, all four of them, this is a natural death. Like old age or disease or heart attack, something like that. If the two hoofs of the horse are up at the front like so, this is the most glorious of all death. Death in battle, okay? And if there's just one hoof, a single one, just one, this is wounded, outcome unknown. So they may or may not have died as a result of that wound, okay? It's quite a good rule, it's like the unwritten rule. Not always accurate, I must say.
That was Trafalgar Square, and now we're going towards the royal houses.
You see this panel? There's a nose that's sticking out of it. Do you see it? There! See it? This is, again, street art. This is a protest piece by an artist called Rick Buckley, and he's protesting against Big Brother culture in London, because this is the most filmed city in Europe, okay, as in CCTV. We are all filmed around 300 times per day in this city. And this is a protest against the government being far too nosy. And there are noses all over the city of London. We don't know how many of them. People keep stealing them, moving them and things, but I love that this one is still here. And when the horse riders, when the Queen's Guards come past here, they all rub it for luck. Okay.
Money for children's cancer.
Hey Sean.
Now the Queen Mother, look how impressive an age she lived to. 101 years of age. Okay? You know, towards the end of her life, she was constantly being asked, how do you live for such a great old age and you still have all your wits? How do you do it? You know what she said? She said, I believe it's down to the sheer volume of gin I drink per week. It is said she drank up to 70 units of alcohol per week. Brother's widow. Okay? Wife number one. Catherine of Aragon. Now the whole point in a royal marriage is to continue the royal bloodline with the male heir. The male heir. Okay? Hold that thought. That's the home, the official home of the Queen.
The media is waiting for the baby to come. Hi there, duck. How you doing?
This is the home of the household cavalry, the Queen's Guards over here. Incredible stuff.
Pelicans, what?
Did you know it is illegal to die inside that building? fact. I don't know what happens if you do, okay? But it's a fact. It's illegal to die inside. One more for the road. And it has to do with the great famous story of this city from 1605, and it's called the Gunpowder Plot. A group of young men, led by a man called Robert Catesby, were getting together. They were essentially trying to figure out a way of replacing King James I, a Protestant, with a Catholic king. Robert Catesby being the most extreme, he came up with an idea. I've got a great idea. Why don't we just blow it up? Essentially wiping the slate clean, okay? Which makes it easier to then replace the king with a Catholic one. Now, one of the men in the group, his name is Guido, known to his friends as Guy Fawkes. Their plan. So how are they going to go through with this? Well, they hire a space underneath their feet. There used to be lots of cavern-like spaces in which people can hire to store stuff. They simply hired one directly below the floor of the House of Commons. Simple as that. Guy Fawkes is going in every other day in the cover of night with a barrel of gunpowder, okay, and placing the gunpowder in this space. And he was doing this over a period of weeks, okay, and it was all good to go. 36 barrels of gunpowder, okay. The day before, there was a letter received in Parliament by an MP. A member of Parliament received a letter that said, "Do not be in Parliament tomorrow." The king orders a search of the whole area, a vast search. Every single space will be covered. And yes, they kick through a door. Boom! The door's open. And here is Guy Fawkes, standing with a spark in his hand. Okay? 36 barrels of gunpowder behind him. Now, if you want to know the kind of damage that would do, it would have been colossal. It would have burned down half of the city. Okay? It was incredible. But they caught him. They take him to the ground. And he's taken in, he's apprehended, and he is tortured for 2 days straight. And he refuses to give up the name until 2 days later. He gives up all the names of the co-conspirators, and he gives up his own name eventually. The king sentences him to the traitor's death. This is to be hung, drawn, and quartered. So this is the show for the people, okay? This is the sentence. So Guy Fawkes is led to the platform, taken up the scaffold, and he's up there. He's about 10 feet in the air so that the masses of crowds can watch this great spectacle. And he's standing there, he's a wreck of a man, and he knows what's coming to him, he knows what's next, and he looks at the crowds, and he looks at them with disdain, and he looks at his guard, and he looks at the crowds again, and he looks at his guard, and what does he do? He jumps head first, he jumps off the scaffold, breaks his own neck, okay, dead. He didn't have to go through with the pain that he was sentenced to. The king is livid, okay, the people didn't get their show. So, the king then makes a compromise. He has a massive fire built, a huge bonfire in the centre of the town, and he has Guy Fawkes' body burned in front of the crowd. That ritual right there is the important bit. Because we still do this. People on this island, on every town, village and city, on the 5th of November, every single year, there's a massive fire lit in the centre of that village, town or city, and a huge fireworks explosion celebrating that night. And as a kid of this island, you were close to saying it a minute ago, we are taught the poem, the way to remember this. And I'm going to finish the tour with this poem. Remember, remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. For I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. And on that note, I've had an absolute hoot showing you guys around. I hope you've had a nice afternoon.
The old man. Time for some lunch. Or dinner? We have chili, sausages and mash, burger and chips, and fish and chips. Now we're gonna walk to the theater. Dad's taking us the creepy scenic route. The show was just so good. Seriously, it's so good. If you like Matilda, you should go see it. If you don't like Matilda, you might want to watch the movie first. It's a little odd, but yes, it's great. And we're home. I seriously loved Matilda. It was so good. I recommend it to everyone. It's very Roald Dahl, which is the best. He takes persons and characters, blows them out of proportion and makes them caricatures, and it's just the best thing. So everyone should go see it, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. Tomorrow is really exciting. We're going on a Harry Potter tour, which is like the best thing. Until then, adios amigos.